In today's video, we're going to take a look at the dollar versus the Canadian dollar. I'll show you guys where I think this market is headed over the coming days based on some recent price action, and we'll also take a look at the US dollar index, the DXY. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here at the dollar CAD daily time frame. And I have been away for a few days, guys, mostly because I am actually testing out right now, back testing a system that I've developed based on price action, based on liquidation areas on the 30-minute and 1-hour time frames. So I'm back testing that right now, and so far the performance of it is really, really nice. So it's something that I'll be releasing to VIP members once I have everything finalized, which, by the way, if you do want to join, there is a link in the description to join our VIP group. So even though I haven't been active here on YouTube, I have been very active in the Discord group. In fact, we've nailed a few of these moves here recently, including that Euro USD rally this week, and also late last week, as well as the dollar CAD here. So I actually told the VIP members that I was shorting the market through here yesterday, stop up here, take profit down here in this area. So a 3-to-1 trade already playing out really nicely. So I do share my trades in that VIP group, including take profit and stop loss. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So if you've seen recent videos on the dollar CAD, you know about this trend line off of that March 2020 high. So this is the 5-day time frame here. We've got these highs off of this trend line. And you can see where last week we did get this wick up here in this area. So clearing out a lot of shorts that had built up above this area through here. Okay, now if we look here at the daily time frame, and by the way, speaking of the VIP group, this is what I was telling VIP members all last week. So when the dollar CAD was trading up here, most people were looking for longs. I was telling everybody in the VIP group to look for something like this. Okay, and move down here toward this area, and so far that's exactly what we're getting. So this confirmed, okay, this fake out up here confirmed with that Friday close, because if you draw that trend line from that March 2020 high, okay, right across this high back here, you get a level that comes in right here around Friday's price action. So you can see that the dollar CAD actually closed just below that, and we saw it retested as resistance. This is exactly why I was getting short yesterday through this area. Okay, so fake outs like this tend to trigger extended moves in the opposite direction. So what I mean by that is because the fake out in this case was a fake out to the upside. Okay, we had the close above here, close above even here on Thursday of last week, and then the close back below on Friday to confirm that this up here is a fake out to the top of a pattern like this. Okay, because this is basically just one massive triangle pattern here for dollar CAD. This right here does tend to trigger an extended move in the opposite direction. Okay, so I am looking for a move down here toward about 1.352 or so over the coming days. We do have some event risk coming out tomorrow here in the US. So you can see this pivot right through here. My guess is there's a decent amount of liquidity built up down here in this area. So we probably trade down here within the next few days. That doesn't mean that we can't get a spike up here first, maybe clear out some shorts up here first before we get that rotation lower. But I do think that this area down here is going to be the next one that this market is going to tag just based on that recent fake out. Okay, now let's take a look at the DXY, the US dollar index. And before we do, if you are enjoying the content, guys, be sure to smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon for notifications. Okay, so looking at the US dollar index, this is the same ascending channel here on the daily time frame that I've talked about now for quite a long time. And, in the VIP group, guys, I mean, this is really the benefit to being a VIP member, is that last week I was telling everybody in there that this up here, I was looking for a breakdown and a retest down here. Okay, another tag of this 105.60 level. And again, that's exactly what we've gotten. So through this area, okay, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see exactly what happened here with the DXY last week, where we had the high back here, right? This is the tag of that ascending channel resistance. And we got the breakdown right through here. Okay, so as soon as the market started to close like this on the 4-hour time frame, I was starting to get relatively bearish on the dollar, and we even saw a run on liquidity here on Friday during NFP. Okay, so even during this move right here, I was telling everybody in the VIP group that this looked like a liquidity sweep, and we were likely to see that move lower. Okay, so as of right now, the DXY is starting to slightly break down. However, a channel like this is really best viewed on the daily time frame. And furthermore, this is not something where, in my opinion, where you want to short this through here. It is just far too risky Because if you'll notice 105.60, if we go back here a few months, you'll notice that 105.60 has been incredibly significant. So look back here at the lows, we've got highs through here, okay, and then right here on this low, 105.60. So once again, today is finding some support there. So this is not really where you want to be shorting the dollar. I mean, I think it's a really risky area to be expecting the market to continue to move lower, just because with that event risk coming up tomorrow, we could see the DXY, even if it were to close below this channel resistance up here, we could still see something like this tomorrow before we get that move lower. So you've got to be really careful here. You know, once again, 105.60, this area through here, this is going to be the one to break. If we were to see a sustained break below this, maybe after running some shorts up here, if we were to see a sustained break below this, then we're looking at moves like this level down here toward 105.7, that pivot, and potentially even 104.30. Okay, so if I move out here, you can see the significance here of the 104.30 level as well. Okay, so levels like this would come into play, but only if we see the DXY take out this level around 105.60 on the higher time frames. Okay, so until that time, the dollar is at support, so keep that in mind when you are viewing a pair like the dollar CAD. Now, one last thing here before we wrap up, there is also an hourly trend line that's in play right now here on this pair. So if you'll notice, we've got this trend line off of this high up here, okay, that most recent swing high. All right, so up here, we've got the closing prices through here. Once again, a lot of highs through this area, and then here today. Okay, so the market is at resistance right now. However, it's also going sideways ahead of that event tomorrow. So I think with this, and also with the DXY sitting just above 105.60, it is going to be tricky, because this right here, this trend line, does not mean that the pair can't do something like this first, right? And then we get the move down here, you know, over the next few days. But ultimately, like I said, I do think regardless of where this market goes in the short term, whether we run some shorts above 136 or not, I think that ultimately, you know, given this fake out up here, it does look relatively bearish to the point where I think at minimum, I think we see the dollar CAD come down here and flush out some of this liquidity just below 135. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Once again, be sure to smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. And don't forget to sign up to our free Telegram group, where I do provide 1 to 2 extra setups in there every week. And then once you're ready, you can graduate to the VIP group. All right, that's it for today. Hope it helped, guys. I will talk to you again tomorrow.